Lights, Camera, Action Podcast. I'm your host, Joey Cash.
And I'm your host, T Stone.
And today we're talking with a very important person. He might not be important to y'all, but he's important in the business world. He's important for helping, the working class keep going. And, you know what I'm saying, he is responsible for middle class Americans. And we're going to let him introduce himself.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? This is Rick Heller, born and raised Flint, Michigan, local 651, chairman, Davidson Road CCA. Thanks guys for having me.
Okay. And
Thanks for having us, because we know you're a busy man.
No problem, fellas.
And everybody know General Motors on strike, the big three. We not everybody not on strike, but we striking right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to get into how this whole thing came about, or you know what I'm saying. We're gonna get into details about the strike and about what's going on in General Motors and what's going on around Flint, Michigan.
So right now, it's a pivotal time, you know what I'm saying, in America, you know what I'm saying, not just General Motors, it's the working class. Right now, we done been through a whole lot since 2019 with the COVID, you know what I'm saying, and if I want to go back further, and I know my timeline may be different from 2007 when the whole merger of the bankruptcy and things like that, and we had to take concessions on the UAW side, but 2019, it's crazy, and it hit this country, hit the world, and we wasn't ready.
Mm-hmm.
None of us was ready. You can say you was ready, but none of us was ready.
No, wasn't nobody ready.
So with that being said, now we coming from 2019 and now, the only thing that has changed is social media, and not social media, I apologize. Corporate America has profited, made money, while we stayed the same.
Mm.
Really, that's literally the only thing that's changed.
Okay, let's slow down here. And the reason why I say that is because for those that don't know you, like, can you talk about what was your upbringing, where what neighborhood you grew up in, what school you went to?
Okay. Well, Flint, Michigan, right? Born and bred, love Flint. I always sit there and say, hey, Flint till I die, Flintstone. I was raised on Baker Street, you know what I'm saying, on the 5th Ward, baby. We would go to Jackson Park, down the street. And my grandmother, I say my grandmother and my dad. And the reason why I have to emphasize that, because back in the 80s, my dad raised by himself, because my mom wasn't in our life, black man raising 2 young men. Wow. That ain't heard of.
I was just gonna say.
No.
And I had help, he had help from my grandmother, so that was the female role model in my life. But
right.
hey, we made it happen. I went to Garfield, went to Merle, back and forth. Then I went to Flint Academy, right? And Brainiac kids, I wasn't a Brainiac. I had to study like a mud to get a C. You know what I'm saying? I'm up there studying, getting a C. I'm like, oh, thank you. And my dad knew it. My dad said, as long as you try hard, I'm fine with it, right? And then I was the first graduating class when Flint Academy and Southwestern merged together.
Okay.
Class of 89.
Okay.
We came up with the name, the Knights, and everything. But I left for a minute, went to Eastern Washington, and tore my ACL. I played football there, but came back home. Been here ever since. But when I say I love Flint, I love Flint. I ain't trying to go nowhere, and I want everything positive and everything to come up in the city of Flint.
Right.
Okay, let me ask you this: what is a chairman? Can you explain to everybody that don't know?
Let me explain.
Hold on. I think we're moving too fast.
No, not really. Okay.
So let me explain it in simplest terms how I look at it. You had the judicial system, you have the House, and you have the Senate.
Yeah.
Okay, and a lot of people don't know, and I'm glad you did ask that question, because when they hear the word president,
Right.
they think the president is the top. So now you have the president, vice president, and then you have the executive board.
Right.
They're over the hall. The union, UAW side, all right? Everything that deals with the hall, the members at the hall, anything going on with our constitution, bylaws, that's governed by the president. Then now you have the Senate, like I said, the House and the Senate, you know what I'm saying? Now you have the chairman, and the committee reps,
Mhm.
right? They deal with all contractual things at the plant.
Right.
So if you want to look at power, it's really we work hand in hand together. But I have all the say at the plant. Contractually, anything goes on in that plant, and the president has everything over here at the hall. So that's how I try to simplify it for people. Because when they hear chairman, hear president, you know what I'm saying? When they say I'm calling Eric the president, they call Eric. Eric can't do anything at that plant. You know what I'm saying? Just like I can't do anything here. That's why it has to be, together. We have to work together, and we work together.
Yeah,
make it work. That's how it's run. That's how UAW
that's a
and the
great
unions run.
breakdown, because for me today, I've been 6 months and working in GM, so I'm still learning. So I'm glad that you answered him that question and how you broke it down. That's something that I learned.
That's a real important question.
Very important. And a lot of people don't understand that, you know what I'm saying? And it helps guide them to the right areas where they need, things taken care of.
So speaking on working at GM, how long have you been working at GM?
So I've been here, and I might get drag on my word. It's a story. I used to work at Hurley Medical Center, right? And I worked there 13 years. I used to supply the Omni cells. They're machines that charge you your bill. You will get they use a comb on your hair. They put your name in, and you get in charge.
Wow.
I would fill those machines anywhere from like I said, a comb to drugs to IVs. I would get a readout in the warehouse and go store that.
Oh, wow.
So out of 8 hours, I worked 3 hours out today. When I say great job, back in 1997, I still remember it.
Right.
Great job. I mean, loved it. The only reason to this day, and I'm glad I took that chance, I applied for Delphi because my stepmom called me and said, your brother can't pass the drug test, so I'm gonna take that test, boy. I got a good job. You don't need that. He said, boy, go take that test. That's when weed wasn't legal.
Right.
Your brother can't pass the drug test. I need you to go take that job. I'll get you an easy job. You can keep your Hurley job. I'll get you easy job. Okay, I went in there. I'm clean. I don't do nothing. Went in there, did my hair test and everything. Came back, you hired. I was a janitor. Right? And that's when the janitors were part, you know what I'm saying, of the bargaining unit of the UAW. You see what I'm saying? They intertwined. It was a position. I was second shift, literally, I ain't gonna not doing a damn thing because they were closing down Delphi.
Okay.
Right? So it wasn't really much to do in there.
Right.
You talking about the old plant before?
Yeah, the old. No, that's DR1. I'm talking about Delphi, AC Delco.
Oh.
I remember.
Wasn't nothing to do. When I say nothing. So we got to a point like, okay, I'm cool, I'm chilling. I like this job better than Hurley. You know, Hurley was good. You know what I'm saying? Hurley was fast.
But that job was just much easier.
Yes.
What you think about this, though? What you think about this? We on strike.
Right.
The world called us spoiled. They ride past, get back to work. We don't get a lot of support from the outside. We do get support, don't get me wrong. But a whole lot of support, we don't get it. So can you explain to these people, why are we fighting? They just,
great question.
They just think we spoiled. Tell them why we fight.
Let me simplify it. We're striking, and I used to have conversation with people above me. We should be able to purchase a vehicle that we make.
Yes, exactly.
Say that, and I get an amen.
See, a lot of people think we got it like that.
Yeah.
People think literally that GM has a label on it from the past.
Well, not control.
Exactly. But there's nothing wrong with that label because if you really look at it, that's how the middle class was made and built. But right now, you have the upper class and you have the lower class. That's all you have. And everyone in GM are working paycheck to paycheck. And I'm at top wage. I ain't gonna lie, I'm at $32 an hour. I'm at top wage, and I can't afford it.
Right.
So you got people coming in $16 an hour. You got people working $19, $20 an hour, side by side. Next to somebody making 32. You trying to tell me you can live off that?
It's gonna be every time.
The people that's making 32 not gonna be able to live off that.
It's gonna stay divided.
Correct.
Because if I'm working as a temp right now, if I'm working at 1676 and you at 20 or whatever, and then he's at 32 or whatever, I'm gonna feel some type of way when we doing the same job.
Correct.
So right is right and wrong is wrong.
Exactly.
Okay.
And we doing the same work. I keep trying to tell these people thinking, oh, I got this seniority, I have that seniority. Seniority get you other things.
Right.
Seniority get you vacation time.
Yeah.
I get extra vacation time more than you guys get.
Yeah.
Seniority get, if it's a job posting,
Mhm.
you can get that job posting by seniority. So if I have more seniority, then I get it before you do.
Right, right.
Seniority give me a shift.
Mhm.
I can bump you off a shift.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Seniority gets me, okay, now if they land off,
Mhm.
they go from the bottom up.
Mhm.
I have higher seniority. It's
Right.
gonna
You
get
want-
you before it get
Let me
me.
ask you this.
So it should not play a part in money.
Right, exactly.
It shouldn't.
Mhm.
Hey, let me ask you this. I'm glad you said that. Is that fair?
Great, man.
Huh?
Is that fair?
That's definitely fair.
Okay.
That's definitely fair. Why isn't it? I try to ask people all the time, why isn't it fair? Because the analogy is I've been here longer than this person. So then I sit there and throw at them.
Mhm.
Okay, so if I'm here at the high rate, top rate, and you work 8 years to get to me, now you at top rate, now you saying they should work. Wait a minute. I still got 8 years above you. That means you should never catch me.
Right.
You should never
I'm
catch
glad.
me.
Ooh, that was a bad
So
one.
now it's fine for you to catch me and get the top rate, but you want these people not to get there.
Yeah.
Nobody should never catch anybody. No, that's not the American way.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
That's not the
It's not the American way.
at all. If I have a degree and they offer me this job, right, and then you come with a degree, but you sell yourself better than me,
Yeah.
it's gonna be the same money.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be the same money.
Same money. You just sold just.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I tell my kids all the time. My kids got a college degree, but my son went to college football.
Mhm.
I told them I'm not a big school guy, like I explained to y'all. I told them when you go to college,
Mhm.
it's about networking.
Right.
You
Mhm.
talk to people. People talk to you. You create relationships. You build relationships.
Right.
Because again, I'm gonna go back to the analogy. You go in for a job interview.
Yeah.
We got the same degree. I got a C average. You got an A average.
Mhm.
But I'm selling you. I'm selling myself. I
Yeah.
can make you money.
Sure,
You know what I'm saying? As an
right.
owner,
Mhm.
that owner is gonna be like, yeah, I need this person because I'm
Yeah.
gonna make money.
Yeah.
It's more
Exactly.
Exactly.
And that's the way the workforce is. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like I was telling them one time, I got management experience. I got a lot of management experience, right? And every time that I go in front of an interview, I'm always battling people with these high degrees and all this, and I always get the job because I got on job training. You know, it's a difference between on job training and school training.
Thank you.